Hi everybody, welcome to yet another episode of Badcast.ke. My name is Joy Rockchika.
I'm Sauda Bashir.
And Daddy Mato.
Yes, and today we are continuing with the conversation about finances. Last time tulijua mambo ya wish lists na budgets. Wengi wetu tunajua wish list, wengine wana prefer budget. So I think today we can talk about debts.
It is well, kila mtu anajua life yake venye anaishi. Kila mtu anajua life yake venye anaishi. Yes.
Aya, sawa. So we are talking about debts. I think people are not so open about having a debt. And for me, I'm taking this as a therapy session.
Why?
And I am going to be open. So this is an AA class. Hi, guys. I am Joy.
Hi, Joy.
And I'm an addict.
You're an addict to debts?
I was addicted to debts.
Once umeanza kufuliza, ni hivyo. Ni kama bagi. Sell it.
Wow, okay.
Yes, I was addicted
They're
to
good
debts.
and bad debts.
How old are you?
No,
How old are you that you're addicted to debts at this point in your life?
You talk about bad
And what
debts.
kind of debts are these?
Yeah.
By the way? Unajua tunaweza kuwa tunaongea kuhusu deni ya 50 bob.
Does age really look at does that really look at age?
It depends on what you're
Depends.
doing with the money.
Yes, it does. But hata mtu wa 60 years old akona deni mingi. Mtu wa
Actually-
20 years.
If it's a good debt,
anaweza
it's
kuwa-
fine.
not with the current digital world that we live in. There are so many mobile apps. As long as uko registered and you're using M-Pesa
What kind
or
of debts
mobile
did you
money.
have? What kind of debts did you have?
Mobile apps.
Tala.
Mobile apps. Mingi sana. Mingi.
So ni wale
Can I
mlikuwa
say
No, don't. Acha kuchoma, Jai. Acha kuchoma. Ati can you?
ni wale mnapigiana kwa simu tuma natumiwago SMS naambiwa rafiki yako amekataa kulipa deni yetu. Mwambie tutafunga line yake, tufunga line yako na tufunge line ya mama yako.
Hata nikukumbushe Mato, there's an episode where you told us mambo ya kulipa na kuomba tena. So usinichome sana.
You get from here, you pay
Sema
here.
yako. Julikosha sema yako. So usinichome sana.
Bana,
But
olewa.
I don't know. Maybe yangu ni ndefu and I think I will share as we go on.
No, start. Just start.
You want me to
Yes,
start?
yes.
Okay, so I don't think, personally, I had a really bad experience with debts. Really bad. It really affected me personally, affected me mentally, and it also affected my business big time. I could not move forward, and every time I want to restock and do something different, I just couldn't.
When you were taking the loan, what was the intention?
Let's probably start from the beginning of how all this started. And it always starts with a bank loan. That is quite different from the discussion that we've just had right now, but it started with a bank loan.
You took out a bank loan.
Of course, I took out a bank loan. Like
For
I
what
say
purpose?
so
For what
many
purpose?
times, school fees. Munajua kule nimetoka. Yeah, and my finances and me raising my kids by myself. And there are decisions that I had to make at that specific time. And sina biashara ingine. You're just relying on salary peke yake. Exactly. So just doesn't work out. Nikachukua loan. Then from there, of course, I want to make sure that I have also good seats, my kids are getting clothes and everything. Like my salary was not enough. Wasn't at all. So you can't take a loan every month with the bank. So you have to find another source of income. Or it's not income. Another source of debt. Yes. And that's when I discovered
Tala.
and the rest, and akina branch nini. And that's just how it starts, honestly. And it just started taking so much toll on me. Nikaanza kuchukua deni zingine, watu wengine, mpaka naulizwa, ulijuaje hao watu? How did you know them? Yeah, mpaka ikafika, like I had, to be open, I had a list of about like more than 7 apps.
That you were getting money
7 apps, yes.
Uh-huh.
That I was getting money
Yeah, I
from.
thought I had many. At some point I had... Okay, anyway, we are on you.
Ulikuwa nayo mingi, but tutakuja kwako. Like I had so many and it was just too overwhelming for me. So I think ilifika place niko na yenyewe, I lose everything. I need to put things, to align everything and just nianze kujipanga.
So as you're taking the bank loan for the school fees, did you have a plan on how you're going to repay that money?
My salary, of course. The organization has a plan for unsecured loans. So you don't necessarily need to go and get guarantees.
It's just deducted from your salary.
Exactly. So it's just deducted from your salary. And then you're good to go.
Okay. And now the extra loans that you're taking on the side, how are you planning to pay for them?
I don't know. I paid somehow. I paid. Alafu kiona nimelipa hiyo sinile sunitumie katha mbili nilipe alafu nakurudisha in 15 minutes. Yeah.
I know that too well.
Yes, I know you do.
Yeah, I know that all
I know
too
you
well.
do. Yeah. I think ilifika tu mahali niko overwhelmed na it was just whatever I was earning now after nime figure out I'm having too many debts niko na tujite mkutano.
I have seen it.
She has been in my life. Like she has seen everything that I've been through. I have cried.
I was like, we need to find a strategy.
Exactly.
We need to find a strategy.
If this business is not working right now, if it's not paying my debts, then let's look for something else that is going to actually pay your all these debts, and then you just clear it. Yeah. And I did that.
You're not on the right journey right now.
Yeah, and I am happy.
Okay.
Financial freedom is such a good thing to have. It is such a good thing to
Financial freedom or not having debts. You know, those two are two different
No, yeah. They're not having debts.
Yes.
They're having
It's
debts.
good. It's good. Ukipata tu do yako unajipanga nayo with whatever you have. If you can't manage, just don't think about postpone it. You will get money, work hard for it and just pay that specific item. Unafanyia hiyo kazi.
I think I want to bring something into perspective, even before, Sauda, you give us your story. Deni si mbaya. For sure.
Yep.
Deni si mbaya. Na depend unaitumia na nini, kwa nini, na uko na mpango gani nayo, na itakuletea nini at the end of it. Okay? When I was in high school, and I think for better part of Campo, I hated debts. I hated, and I mean debts za kuchukua loan. Si deni ya nitumie thao, nitakupatia in 2 weeks, na hata nikikosa in 2 weeks, utangojea, nitakupatia the 3rd week, na nitakurudishia thao. No, that's different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Taking a loan from a bank or a financial institution where there are interests on it, that's a bit different.
Okay.
And I used to shudder whenever my mom would say, I've had to take a loan. Like a guy. Because every time I had a loan ever since I was a child, it would be alichotwa. Inaanza na loan, the next thing unasikia ni kuchotwa. Alianza na loan, akashindwa kulipa. Akafiekwa. Gari ikaenda, nyumba ikachukuliwa, TV, nini, kwa sababu alishindwa kulipa loan.
Yeah.
So every time I'd hear about loan, whether it's for a business, because you take a loan for a business, things don't pan out well. Vitu zako sasa za nyumbani zinakujiwa, zinaenda. Ama inabidi sasa umeendea loan kutoka kwa Shylock, unapeana hizo vitu zenye ziko kwa nyumba. You know, and that used to scare me so much. So for the longest time in my life, I never took Denny's. I think till 2018, I never took a loan.
That's a long time.
I never took a loan
Juicy
because of the fear of kuchotwa.
Yeah.
I get
And
it.
that's why I'd always fear loans. Then, come 2018, vitu zikaumana. That story I've shared before.
Yeah.
I was switching between, mine was particularly KCB M-Pesa, M-Shwari, M-Fanisi. Yeah.
Fanny, I don't even know about
M-Fanisi ni ya Airtel.
Oh, okay.
M-Fanisi, KCB M-Pesa, M-Shwari. Those 3.
People
Was
are
there another?
taking
Oh yeah.
notes.
And Equity.
Yeah.
Those 4. Those 4 are the loans that I was playing around with. Take a loan here, take here to pay
Okay,
here.
then I'm good.
And then take here to pay here, take here to pay here, like that, you know. That was those were monthly loans. So ninajua hii hata kukiumana sana nitaweza kupata ya kunishikilia kunisukuma till the next month.
Yeah.
And of course, when I do the math now, I lost a lot of money because of those interest fees, those transaction fees, etc.
Yeah.
But I didn't have money, so I had to do something to get by. So those loans helped me. I also at some point owed one individual over 300,000 Kenya shillings. One individual, one person like this, interest free.
Okay.
Interest ilianza tu na nitumie 10k, nitumie 30k. Ongezeka 20k. Kidogo kidogo tuko 300k, nikamwambia usiongeze hata nikikwambia ninaumia aje. Hata nikikwambia nimeshikwa unitoe prison. Usinitumie kitu yoyote. Na ikafika then nikaanza kulipa pole pole. Eventually pia that was interest free na niliweza kumsort.
Yeah.
Then I took the very first loan. Now loan proper in my life in 2020. Yes, in 2020, I took my first loan where my bank is actually asking me for the bank is asking me for a statement to see my financial history, to see how good I am with money. And then they're like, okay, sawa, we are going to give you this loan at this interest. You need to pay within this period of time. And it was such a scary moment for me because I realized I'm crossing the threshold. One of the things that my mom said the second I told her I'm getting a loan was like, you have finally grown up. Because every time she would tell me she's going to take a loan, me, I was the first one who was up in arms.
Yeah.
Mom.
Yeah.
Mom, in my head, but mom, what if, how sure are you're going to get this money? What if it doesn't come? Because as much as, yes, I'm a Christian, I'm a believer, and yes, God will provide, but God is also providing for the people who the loans have taken from them, and them kunichota is a way of him providing for them.
And now let me tell you, your expression of your mom, mine was different. Mimi nilisomewa.
Juu ya kuchukua loan.
That first loan that I took. So what happened is the bank used to send the statement to the PO box, and our box, the box number that my dad had was our family box number, address. So NCBA sends it to
the PO box, yes.
Acha mamangu afungue barua zangu. Actually, it's my dad who used to go to the bank, GPO, anaenda anachukua barua, then opens it up. Then he's like, first of all, I asked myself, why did you even open my mail?
Even me that I'm
why
confused
did you open
about.
my
Like I'm
mail?
feeling, I was like, privacy, but
exactly.
Anyway,
And I'm of age.
But you're using
my
their
own
box.
mail.
Yeah, if you have a veg, PO box.
Ukakwenda PO box yako.
Hata kama. Yeah, it could be dollars, and then they open and take one. I need to account for everything so that I can share, you know? Yeah, but mimi nilizushiwa.
Anyway, before I continue, have you ever engaged with loans?
I have, but they were never mine. That's the problem.
Explain.
Me, I'm those people. I think I don't know if I've said it before on any of the podcasts. I'm those people. It's like when someone calls me and it's like, I need this. I'm like, okay, what do you need? How much? Whatever. Like for me, it's like, what can I do? Like
that's family though.
Yes, it is. Even friends. I'm that. Even me, when we talk with you, I'm like, okay, so what do you need? What is it? Okay, fine.
So I'm taking advantage of this relationship that I have cultivated over time.
Yes.
So instead of talking to Tala, I should sound.
So for me, so that has always been me trying to figure out how to help someone else. So in that process, now when we are done with the phone call, now I'm seated and I'm trying to figure out, oh shoot, I promised so and so. So how do I deal with this?
Yeah.
So it's that thing of someone needs a biashara or whatever. It's like, I'm really trying to do this 1, 2, 3. I'm like, okay, what's the solution? What do you need? So it's me going out of my way to get money for that person. Because growing up, my mom loan was a no. My mom's like, if you can't buy anything with cash like this, let it go. Yes. I remember even cars, like if my mom wanted to buy, they used to do this thing of, what is it called? Like you stay with it for 2 years and then you trade in.
Yeah.
So my mom used to do such stuff. But a loan, my mom's like, do not ever get a loan. So for me, loans were that thing. Like I was also very, very scared. Like, but I have taken loan for people.
So why would you take a loan that will incur interest for you? to help somebody who you'll get the principal and no interest.
Also,
That is the thing. Like,
is that loan that you're taking a sacrifice for family or a friend?
that's what I'm saying. It's for fam. It can be for fam. For friends, it's just small. Like, I think the only up loan that I have is Mshwari. I don't have any other loan. I haven't taken from a bank. I'm in the SACCO. So the SACCO is where I've operated from.
You've taken a loan from your SACCO
From the Safaricom SACCO.
to give somebody.
Yes.
A family?
Were they to pay interest?
No.
Se mimi ni roho mzuri.
Sauda, was it family or a friend?
So usually my wife accuses me of being very generous. She should meet you. She should meet you.
No.
Me, I have no problems, clearly. Clearly, me, I have no problems.
Let me tell you,
I think
Mato.
everybody should meet Sauda. I think everybody should meet
I think
Sauda.
I've met your wife outside there, but after this podcast, I'm leaving. I'm not going to have a conversation. I don't get a lecture.
How's that going?
Yeah, so, and that's when I was saying that whole me going into some form of depression and whatever, that's what led. Part of it is like, I have this, like, I'm just giving, but then it's not working for me. You get? So I came to that, like, I'm never doing that again. So I remember even I said I was cleaning out in 2019. So even 2020, like my Mshwari, that's what I had. Hey, and Mshwari. We have a kachama, and I'm the one who's the treasurer. So I'm the one who's always putting the money in my Mshwari.
Your limit keeps
So my
going up.
stupid limits.
Because there's activity on your
Stupid.
Mshwari.
Yes. So now what I do, like there's some people in the chama will always send like bulk amounts. So I don't know if I should say this secret. But then that bulk, I put it in the money market account. It earns me money. So at the end of the month when we are needing, I remove from my salary. But
that's okay. But
that one is earning. So those are the solutions that I was just coming up with. So even now with my Mshwari, it was that thing of every month now, I pay the whole amount, and then now I take the loan but less until I finished it. That's what I did. So now Mimi loans, unless it's bringing in something, like I'm not just, it's like buying land. Like, why are you buying land? And then it just sits. Like if it's not going to bring me something.
Let me ask you a question. In the previous episode, you mentioned about farming.
Yeah.
Did you take a loan?
Yes, but a certain amount. I was very careful with how I played around with it. Like I was like, I'm going to do this. It will keep me going for a bit. And then as I'm working with my salary, I put some money aside. So that's where I'm getting my money from.
Mato, was your purpose for taking whatever loan that you took in 2018 business or very personal?
Mbona nachekelewa? Mbona nachekelewa in the background? Mbona nachekelewa in the background?
Because
Was it
do not
business
lie.
or personal? Just trying to identify one of the reasons why we are taking a loan. It has to be because of something. Sometimes people take for fun. Kwenda ka holiday.
I'd say the only good debt I've ever taken was the car loan that I took out. Because the nature, honestly, in the period of time that I have had a car loan, not once have I struggled to meet the payment.
Okay.
And it's been, probably at the end of this year, I'll be clocking 2 years. I've not struggled even once. One, because I had a plan for it. And then two, there was value that I was getting back from the car. That is helping me get this money that I'm paying. Okay. So it is a liability, yes, but in a way it is an asset because it is helping me make my money. Yeah. Right. So this is a good loan. This is a good debt. With the good debts and bad debts, a good debt is supposed to help you grow, help you further yourself, and there needs to be a plan around it and contingent measures in case this plan fails. A bad debt is where money comes in and stays in there. Haitolewi na kitu ingine. Money for consumables. You should not take a loan for consumables. Uchukue loan tu juu unataka kwenda out, ama uchukue loan kubuy viti juu ndio unataka hiyo time, na hata hukuwa na hiyo plan ya kununua viti, but uliona tu viti zingine zinakaa fiti sana, ukasema unataka
Let me tell you,
kuzinunua.
like a phone, losing a phone is the worst thing.
Losing a phone is horrible. But you see, now if you take a loan to buy a phone, no, that makes sense. That makes
Really?
sense. But then it depends
Na
also.
usichukue ya chakula lakini
This
uchukue
is
ya
the thing.
simu.
This is
No,
the thing.
you
What
see-
do you do with your phone?
What are you doing with your phone?
No, when I talk about food, I'm not
Yeah.
talking about food ya
No,
ati ya kila siku.
Mbona nisiombe Sauda 1500 ninunue kabambe, nitafute
with that-
do, alafu bado ni kama
This is the thing.
because of communication I understand. But nichukue loan, ninunue simu ka smartphone, alafu bado nisichukue loan ninunue chakula.
There's a difference between kuchukua loan ya 1000 from Sauda kwenda kununua ugali na probably skuma, nyanya nini and kuchukua loan ya 1000 kutoka Sauda kwenda kununua tu
Kabambe.
kwenda Kempinski kukunywa soda juu nataka kukunywa soda Kempinski. You know?
Yeah.
Does the reason for taking that loan and how you spend it make sense?
Makes sense.
You know?
Because at the end of it, after you leave that place, because even for me, when I will take a loan, I was like, oh shoot, did I need?
Exactly.
Are
you taking the loan because you need it, or are you taking the loan because you really want to spend this money on this one thing, but you don't really need it? Kukaza mshipi at some point. So in 2018, it started. Actually, for me, it started in my loan situation started in 2015. It started in 2015, went all the way to 2016. 2017, 2018. When I got to 2018 is when I told that person, stop loaning me money. And then I started now taking loans such as at the apps. Okay?
Okay.
Unfortunately, at the time, I had just left a job. Even as I had... No, I finished paying this guy's debt in 2017. Sorry.
The 300.
The 300K, I paid it in 2017. I finished at the beginning of 2017. So from 2015, I was able to finish it at the beginning of 2017. So 2017, I had what I would call a season of financial freedom. Actually, 2017 was beautiful. I keep on saying 2017 was
You were
beautiful.
still in Kahawa?
That was the year, yes. That was the year my son was born.
Marcus?
Yes, that was the year the show I was on, Suna Juni, started. That was the year I was directing Anti-Boss. So I had money.
Welcome, Rich.
I didn't have money problems. I had done a Safaricom ad twice.
You bought a fielder?
I was no fielder. Wing road. I had it.
It was a wing road.
Yeah, I
It
had
was a
it
wing
a while.
road. Okay.
Okay, Safaricom.
I had for a while. Yeah.
Everyone huamka na Safaricom.
Yeah, like it was a good year. I
it's
finished
a good
paying.
platform.
I paid my help loan in bulk. Boom.
Yeah.
Tokeni hapa, msinitisha pesa tena mwisho wa mwezi. That was a good year.
Yeah.
And then we had our wedding that same year, 2017. No, we had the wedding in 2018. Sorry, yeah. So 2017, from the beginning to the end. My wife also did an online course. We were able to pay that without, getting money from other people.
Yeah.
I was able to buy my first computer that I have been using till I think last month when I eventually sold it. So from 2017 till 2022, 5 years, ilikuwa imetry. Because I bought a high-end machine so I can be with it for a very long time. So 2017 was a very good year. So come 2018, we planned for the wedding. So with the money that we had, because 2017 was a good year, we saved money. Came to the wedding, spent, na tukamaliza. Tukijua, this is what we are planning for. And then there was supposed to be something else that starts from there. Hiyo ikakwama. Good thing I had finished my big debt ya 300K. Hiyo imeisha. 2017 yote tuko sawa, 2018 tumefika. So sasa nikafika situation ya the person that I was getting money from, ndio tuseme pia nimemaliza kumlipa na ilibidi nimemlipa haraka, nijua hata yeye financially alikuwa ameanzia kuumia kidogo. So siwezi rudi kwake sasa. Na siwezi ongelesha mtu mwingine na pesa. Hiyo conversation hata understand ni aje. Niko kwa TV, mimi nimeonekana kwa advertise Safaricom, nimetoka Uganda kwenda kuchop money. So like umespend hizo pesa zote alafu nakuja kuniomba thao ati kwa sababu hauna food, acha umchezo ama atoa hata wewe.
Yeah, that's how I feel when my mom tells everybody I work in Safaricom. It's like, yeah, I have problems.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. So I have to now kujipanga mimi mwenyewe. And it made sense at the time.
Yeah.
I had accumulated a good limit with all the apps. No, just the 4 apps. Mfanisi, Mshwari, KCB M-Pesa, and Equity. And I'd get the loan, Yeah, nitumie uko na kafatike hapo
narudisha 15.
Siku moja I remember a day in October of 2016. At one day, just one day, because I used to be employed. Even before now, I started piling on the debts in 2018. There was one day in 2016, niliitisha loan, nilipe, alafu nitarudisha, then limit ikapunguka because there wasn't activity in my account.
Guys, you've reminded me.
I borrowed 50,000 and I needed to borrow 50,000 to pay and then take out another loan.
Yeah.
But then I put 50,000 and then the limit was slashed to 30,000. I think that was the first day my girlfriend at the time, now my wife, saw me stressed. Nilimuomba pesa, kitu sijawahi fanya before that. Because tulikuwa tumeambiwa mwanaume hafai kuomba bibi yake pesa kwa sababu bibi yake atadhani anataka kumuibia pesa, rather girlfriend yake. But then she was girlfriend. Actually, we were just a few months from we'd met in May, June, July, August, September, October, 5 months. Alafu namuomba pesa. Alafu alikuwa shanipatia story before ya venye aliomba 50,000 na huyo jamaa hajawahi mlipa hiyo 50,000 mpaka wa leo. So it was a very testy ground. Yani
So unamwambia mimi si ule mzee.
Let me tell you.
I'm not all
by the time by the time I eventually took the money because it was her offering to give me the money because I refused completely to borrow her. Yeah. I refused to borrow her the money. By the time I agreed to take the money, it's because I even called my mom. Amejaribu kucall sister yake, imekata. As in hakuna mali inapatikana. So na saizo ni ile tu unamuomba ndio uchukue loan. Ulipe
ndo mrudishe.
Eventually nikaichukua tu. Tukalipa, tukachukua ingine, of course hiyo limit ilislashiwa, so nikamwambia okay, wacha nilipe huyu mwingine kwanza, wewe yako utangojea kidogo. Wacha nikwambie nililipa hiyo pesa. Disclaimer, nililipa hiyo pesa. Na nilimake sure nimedeclare sitawahi kuomba pesa tena. It was a good thing that 2017 was a good year because it was after that. So 2018 wakati Kilumana and I was juggling with loans here and there. The thing is, they helped me personally, I would say. That year they helped me because also I gave myself a limit of how much I could borrow.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I also limited my expenses. Because see, that's the other thing. You need to be able kujua ni wapi utakaza mshipi. Utakata.
Live within your means.
Usikimbie, alafu useme, now sita reduce standards zangu kwa sababu mimi nimefika level fulani kwa life yangu na pesa hukuja tu. Kuna wakati unless you have a plan, unless you have something in the horizon, when it comes to time ya kukaza mshipi. Kaza mshipi, please. That is the best way to survive debts. First, get debts that you can pay back.
Yes.
And if you don't know whether you can pay back, get debts that you have a plan around how you're going to pay them back. Also, get debts that can help you grow beyond where you are. Deni si mbaya. Kulipa ni harusi. No, kupata ni harusi. Kulipa
ni matanga.
Isko matanga.
Kumbusha nini? You said it reminded you of something.
Trust pains. I will not mention who. You know, guys kept joking. 2 people, very close. So they kept joking about patapotea. So I didn't know what they were laughing about. So I was asked for 50K. So I was like, oh, sawa, my salary comes at this time. So it was that thing of, oh, give me 50K, I pay KCB loan, and then I'll give you back the money. So I was like, and then they kept joking about that patapotea. Then everyone is just laughing. But me, I wasn't getting what patapotea meant at that moment. So I was like, so I give you the money, then it's like, yeah, it's just like, I'm sure. So I was like, oh, okay, sawa. And then KCB, I think if you borrow, they deduct their
interest.
So they give you less. Yeah. Yes. So I was like,
no.
It used to be like that.
It used to be like that.
No, it's never been like that. That's
credo.
The apps.
Credo ndio ufanye hivyo ama.
Yes. That's what they do.
Okay.
But they give you the whole amount and then plus the interest
on top.
Yes. So you pay that. The mobile apps ndo wanakukata hiyo interest. And they give you the difference.
So me, I was like, sawa, it's fine. See, I mean, we'll do this.
Yeah.
Hey, I send the money. I'm headed to Jobo. Phone call. I pick. It's like the person is laughing. Like it's laughing for it's funny. Yeah. It's laughing for the other funny. So I was like, what's going on? It's like, Remember that patapotea story? I was like, yeah, you guys kept laughing about what's patapotea first of all. So it's that game, guys.
Yes.
Thingy. So me, I didn't know what they were talking about.
Yeah.
It's like, so that money, I paid the KCB loan, and then kumbe they had a loan somewhere else, so they couldn't borrow back.
They were listed, so they were not able to borrow again. Oh no. Oh no.
I remember I was in the cab, headed to work. I was like, so please note, sijalipa rent. I have not, like,
Oh, no.
my salary came in and I gave you my money. I was like, so what does that mean? Like, it's like, yeah. I was like, so when can you get that money back? It's like, I'm not sure because I'm listed. Nini. That was the first time I went to get a loan because I had bills to pay. So I remember walking to Jobo, the circle is just right there. I just went to the circle and I didn't understand. Like, I wasn't a finance person. So I used not to elewa even when I'm in the circle. Like me, I thought in my head, I was like, okay, so I always save in the circle. So I was like, I've saved enough to get my 50K back.
No, you're saving so that you can have strength to get a
grab-
loan.
yes.
You can't get your money back unless
so-
you close the account.
Yeah, so me, in my head, I don't know why I thought, so I was like, so I need to borrow, I need my money 50K. They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm coming to get, I say, save with you guys. So I'm coming for my money. They're like, no, that's not how it works. Like, so you need a guarantee. I was like, why? But it's my money. I've been saving. Can I get my 50K? I was stressed. And then they're telling me about interest. I was like, but it's my money. Like, why you? I was so, from that day, Patapote has never left.
So one thing about
It's an
giving,
experience.
one thing about
no.
taking money or giving money is first you need to always take care of yourself first.
Yes.
Take care of yourself and the people that you're taking care of first. That as well,
Yes.
the people who it's your responsibility to take care of, not
Yeah.
people who just come to you later. And how to later, sasa.
Let me tell you, Mato, how I solved that. Standing orders. Standing orders on everything. What
Pesa
is
inaingia
left?
kwa account.
Account tree, it goes everywhere it needs to go. Then what I'm left with. I've even gotten to the point where if someone calls me and asks me for help, I'm like, how much do you need? It's like 10K. I'm like, let me do my math. I'm not promising you the whole amount. Let me get back to you.
I need to do
Like-
that more. Let me do my math.
Like
that
is-
word.
Yes,
That
let me
phrase,
do my
let
math.
me do my math.
Yes.
Because I might have the money, yes.
Yes, but let me.
But there's something I'm planning to use it for. So let me do my math.
Yeah, but there's also a lot of, from her story, there's a lot of trust. So much trust. Like, umepea mtu salo yako yote, 50K. You've taken let me count. What you've done. You've trusted someone, you've taken a loan. And you've given them that money for the loan. They're not paying you the interest.
No.
Secondly, you took your salary, you gave someone the whole amount.
Without
Yes.
having paid your bills yet.
Exactly,
Yes.
without having paid anything yet.
And
Because
a
kama
lot of.
ingekuwa ni surplus, labda tunge understand.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And every month, of course, there's someone who is asking for something. Like, I know, I look bad.
No, we are getting to
I
black
need
tax.
therapy.
But let me tell you. I'm assuming that's family or friends. Of course.
Yeah, it's always
And
someone.
Yes.
Yeah, I need to be wrong.
had
Gumu.
a bad experience, or rather an experience, she'll know herself. But with money and friendship, I cannot encourage it. I know you and I you've helped me quite a lot, and the same back at you. I hope so. I hope so.
Roxika, you're can I say single mother?
Yeah.
I can't ask you for, as I've told you that before. When it comes to finances, sina ubaya, but you're the last person I would ask because you have more
Give me a
responsibilities.
tissue, please.
I can't.
I need to blow my nose.
I can't. I would feel so
Yeah.
guilty.
Thank you, and I love you for that. But what I'm saying is, if I was ever to encourage anyone, friendship and money,
Money. Yeah.
those two sometimes can never go together.
Hiyo ni topic in itself by kivyake. Tumalizie hii hapa.
Like you only pay 300 up to 300,000, and I think it takes that one friend. It takes that one friend who can actually believe in you and trust you enough to know that atakurudisha hizo.
That's why I always value and treasure him to date, you know, even with hata nikiwa nimeumia aje, if he ever needs something, he's the one person that I'll find a way. I'll just try and find a way. Not taking a loan. She will understand nisipofika mwisho, but I'll try and find something.
Yeah. Personally, I value my friend Sauda and another friend, and I value my boyfriend also, and I value my family. They are the people who have come through for me. I did.
I'm hearing the word boyfriend.
Before
inakuwaka kuna mtu. Leo tumesikia boyfriend. Wow. Things have changed.
Na jasema boy plus friend. So we know it is boyfriend.
Aya, funga kipindi.
Jehovah, guy Fafa. More than me.
Thank you very much for joining us on this episode of Podcast. See you in the next one.
Yes, see you guys in the next one. Ciao.